Are you retiring soon? Think again before you move to these traditional hotspots. And watch this video until the end before you sign a lease in Naples. In the next few years, America will contain the hugest surge of new retirees in the country's history. And if you're approaching retirement age or you're just thinking about where you want to spend your golden years, you might be traditionally drawn to two states in particular. And these have been the absolute retirement hotspots, Arizona and Florida. So where are the not so hot retirement hotspots of the future? Hi, I'm Beth Schadler, and we are Living in Asheville, where we explore what it's like to live, eat, work, sleep, and retire in Asheville, North Carolina, and the surrounding mountain towns. I'm a realtor here, and it's my absolute passion and pleasure to help people move to the area. So you may be able to guess one of my upcoming suggestions on the video, haha. We get calls and texts and emails every single day from people just like you who are looking to move to the Asheville area. So if that is you, whether it's 9 days or 90 days from now, and whether you're moving across the whole country or just across town, be sure to get in touch and give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, and hopefully we can set up a Zoom session or phone call to chat. I would love to make your move exactly how you need it to be and on your timeline. And if you'd like to learn more about Asheville in general, hit that subscribe button, activate that bell. That way you'll be alerted every time we make a new video that you'll probably already be interested in. Popular retirement destinations have traditionally included coastal areas and smaller towns or cities and regions with a strong retiree community. So importance has been placed on available healthcare facilities and recreational opportunities and safety and taxation and transportation and availability of a thriving social scene. Some common choices within the United States that we all know and love are like Florida and Arizona and Texas. And among others, we're starting to see this shift as the weather patterns change. And I'm getting many more calls from people in other states right now because they just can't take it any longer. But given the extreme nature that many states are experiencing, you may want to look elsewhere before you sign a lease in like Phoenix or Fort Myers anytime soon. Rising temperatures result in high insurance rates, hello Florida, and major water shortage concerns like Arizona. So both of those things you need to take into consideration before moving across the country. But there are also some really real risks to your physical health that you want to consider before living in areas that have this extreme heat. This July, Phoenix has broken multiple heat records. The city has experienced the hottest day on record, reaching 119 degrees Fahrenheit. It also measured the longest ever streak of consecutive days of extreme heat, with over 20 days straight of at least 110-degree heat. And then Florida, the Sunshine State, has also seen very high temperatures this summer. Miami experienced the hottest summer in July on record, and South Florida generally has just been under these heat warnings all month long, with cities like Naples and Fort Lauderdale consistently seeing forecasts over 100-degree heat. Here's why you might not want to move to these traditional retirement locations and where you should consider possibly moving instead. Extreme levels of heat can be dangerous for any human, but they're especially dangerous for people who suffer from health conditions like diabetes or heart disease or other forms of medical conditions that may make it harder to weather, like different kinds of, weather. Things to consider, absolutely. A retiree does not have to have a pre-existing to be vulnerable to these conditions, though. Of course, as we know, like the older your body gets, the harder it is to kind of balance the extreme heat, and it's easier to become dizzy or dehydrated, and you want to avoid falling, things like that. I know that when I'm in extreme heat, even though at 45 years old, I'm not enjoying it. And it doesn't matter what age you are, it's hard on your body. If you live in an area where the temperature is routinely above 85 degrees or 100 degrees, you can expect to rack up a small fortune on air conditioning bills. And even if your air conditioning is still working, which you're really lucky because many of the people I speak with are having theirs work so so hard this summer that it's breaking, and then the repair people are scheduled out weeks in advance, and it's costing thousands of dollars to get a quicker appointment or for the repairs in general. And then there's the topic of homeowners insurance and flooding. Many of my clients are coming from coastal areas, which their homeowners insurance has been dropped or doubled in the last few months, and they can no longer afford to keep paying this new rate, or they've just lost it in general. Even in places like Charleston, South Carolina, homeowners insurance companies are not offering new policies to people who are close to the coast when the home changes hands. It's getting dicey out there. And considering hurricanes as well, every time there's an evacuation notification, their entire lives are uprooted and work stops, and they hop in the car and they spend money relocating their lives for a few days or even a week. And not to mention the stress of worrying about what's happening back home to their house. It's a lot to handle. And then other times I talk to people who have built their dream homes with these beautiful outdoor kitchens and maybe even pools and stonework and perfectly landscaped yards. But now they're finding they're only seeing it from the window looking out because they're kind of trapped in their homes during much of the year because it's just not pleasant or even tolerable to be outside enjoying it. Now, I don't mean to talk all doom and gloom. That's not what is fun for me. But there are many beautiful things about living on the coast and living in different parts of this awesome country. These are just situations that I'm hearing about from clients that I'm working with currently. And I've personally wanted to always live on the coast, and I hope to one day. So let's just quit talking about all the hardships and figure out a place that could offer a little bit of an easier time in life for retirees. And I happen to know a little bit about it. So where are the not so hot retirement spots of the future? There are plenty of cities around the country that are affordable and welcoming to seniors and experiencing much more reasonable temperatures than Arizona and Florida these days, like Lancaster, Pennsylvania, or Eugene, Oregon, or what about Asheville, North Carolina? I happen to know a little bit about it. The Asheville, North Carolina area is often considered a desirable location for people who are considering retiring, and it has a unique blend of characteristics that just really cater to retirees' needs and preferences. And we're kind of including Hendersonville in this description, as there are so many retirement communities down there, and it's only about 30 minutes south of Asheville. Hendersonville's close proximity to Asheville allows retirees to enjoy the benefits of both areas, and it's a little bit slower speed down in Hendersonville, which is nice and easier to kind of get around probably. But you can easily visit Asheville for its cultural events and dining and shopping while still having a quiet home base. So here are some reasons why Asheville stands out as a good retirement destination. First of all, it's beautiful. Asheville is in the Blue Ridge Mountains, which you probably already know. And there's breathtaking views and access to outdoor activities such as hiking and biking and fishing. And the area's natural beauty provides a really serene and peaceful environment for retirees. And you may not be deep sea fishing, but you might be fly fishing, which is fun as well, and you get to learn a new sport. And it has a really mild climate. So we're talking a lot about climate because that's been the major driving factor in a lot of people lately. The city enjoys a relatively mild climate with 4 distinct seasons. Winters are pretty mild compared to other locations, making it an attractive option for retirees seeking to avoid really extreme heat or cold. So let's talk specifics on this so we're clear. Here is an overview of what you can generally expect during each season. So spring would be from March to May. Spring in Asheville has a gradual warming of temperatures and a renewal of nature, like most places. And March can be sometimes a little chilly, you need a little jacket, with an occasional snow or frost, but as the season progresses, temperatures rise and is absolutely gorgeous. April and May are usually mild, and that's when all the tulips are coming out and everything's just coming alive, with an average temperature ranging from the mid-60s to the mid-70s Fahrenheit. Expect some rainfall. We are in a little bit of a rainforest, but it's not like all day. It's not gloomy or anything like that. It's just, there's some showers sometimes. As spring can be one of the wettest seasons in Western North Carolina. And then we have summer, which is June to August. And Summers can be warm and a little bit of humidity is happening as well. So the average high temperatures during the season range from the mid 70s, which is pretty normal and what we've had a lot of the time this year, to the low 80s. So swimming pools feel really good this time of the year and might need to be heated other times of the year. However, the temperatures can occasionally climb higher to the 90s, but it's not like it's every single day. And then a thunderstorm will come in the afternoon, cool everything down, and in the evenings, everything's really nice and cool, and you have temporary relief from that summer heat. Summer is such a popular time for all the outdoor activities that we're surrounded by too, because of the pleasant evenings and the lush greenery. It's just everybody's out doing stuff. And then we have fall from September to November. Fall in Asheville is renowned for its stunning foliage as the leaves change color. And September really starts with warm temperatures, but as the season progresses, the weather becomes more pleasant and becomes a little bit cooler. October is a popular time for tourists to visit Asheville because of all the vibrant fall colors. It's usually about the last 2 weeks of October, the first week of November. Halloween usually is our first cold spell. We always kind of prepare the kids with these wonderful costumes that don't require a lot of layers, and then we kind of scramble at the last minute to put on some other layers. So high temperatures during the fall can range from the mid 60s to the low 70s, and then nights can get chilly. So it's advisable to pack your layers if you're visiting during this season. And winter, December to February. So winter in Asheville is generally cold, but it's a lot milder compared to other regions of the United States. December and January are the coldest months, but the high temperatures range from the low 40s to the mid 50s. And January is the coldest month, and nighttime temperatures can drop below freezing sometimes. This last winter we had about a week of freezing temperatures, and everybody thought that was extreme. But it wasn't a lot of ice or anything like that. It was just kind of cold for a week. Snowfall is common in the higher elevations, not Asheville, but higher up. But the city itself usually does not experience a lot of snow days. And it doesn't really accumulate much. It goes away pretty quickly, to the sadness of children. And there's not a ton of ice. People worry about that often, that I hear. They worry about getting trapped in their home, but it's not that common. I mean, I think we had one day last year that it was like, maybe we'll stay home today, but it's not a common occurrence at all. We are thrilled if we get snow. So we hold out for it and look forward to it. And it doesn't happen often enough for us. Keep in mind that weather patterns can change from year to year, and they do. So occasionally some extreme heat events occur, or it can be really cold in the winter for a little bit, or we have an ice storm, but it's of course we can't predict that so much, but I'm just talking about generally that's how the weather is here. So let's move on down the list of what other opportunities you could expect to have in the Asheville or Hendersonville areas when considering retirement. We have a big arts and culture scene, which you probably already heard about. Asheville has a thriving art scene with numerous galleries, art studios, and cultural events, and the city's renowned for its vibrant music and theater and craft communities, making it an enriching environment for retirees interested in arts and culture. And Hendersonville also has cultural offerings, but on a smaller scale, making it a little bit more peaceful and an alternative for retirees who still want the options, but without the busyness of a larger city. And then there are healthcare facilities all around, especially in between Asheville and Hendersonville. There are several top-notch healthcare facilities, including Mission Hospital, Pardee, and Advent Health, which offers comprehensive medical services. And access to quality healthcare is an essential consideration for retirees, and Asheville definitely provides that. What else is important? Food. The area has widely diverse and vibrant culinary scenes, with farm-to-table restaurants and cool diners and craft breweries and local eateries for all budgets. Retirees can indulge in a wide range of culinary experiences nearby to kind of wherever their home base is. There are that many to choose from. And there's a really active retirement community around Asheville and Hendersonville and Western North Carolina in general that attracts a significant number of retirees. So it's really a thriving community of like-minded individuals who are kind of at the same stage in life. And it's no secret, it's a fabulous place to retire. This social aspect can be appealing to those looking to make new friends and engage in various activities, especially if you're moving from another place and don't know a lot of people already. We're a really friendly bunch here. And then again, the outdoor recreation. So beyond just the beautiful mountains of Asheville or Hendersonville, there are national parks and national forests offering lots of opportunities for recreation or exploration, or just driving along the Blue Ridge Parkway and looking at all the beautiful views. And there are tons of festivals and events and everything throughout the whole year, providing tons of entertainment and social activities that don't involve getting in your car and driving a long distance. You can just go for the day somewhere close by because we're already a tourist destination. So there's a lot going on, so you definitely won't be bored. Not to mention the local attractions, which cater to the tourists but can also cater to you. There's the Biltmore Estate here, which is the largest privately owned house in the United States and a major attraction in Asheville, drawing visitors from all over the place, providing an enriching cultural experience. And you can also get an annual pass for the Biltmore Estate for the grounds. And it's so fun to walk around there and visit it during the holidays. And don't forget the Grove Park Inn as well. It's a great place to take out-of-town guests for a fantastic view and a sunset. And Hendersonville offers its own charm with attractions like the historic downtown area and the Flat Rock Playhouse. And there's nearby apple orchards and vineyards. One thing retirees love about North Carolina compared to other states is it has low property taxes, which is really wonderful because if anybody's on a fixed budget, that's a great way that they can save some money. We get calls and texts and emails every single day from people like you who are looking to move to the Western North Carolina and Asheville area, and we absolutely love it. It's my passion and pleasure to help people create a personalized plan for them. So give me a call, shoot me a text or an email, and be glad to guide you through the process. Whether you're 9 days or 90 days away, it's okay. Reach out. And if you'd like to learn more about the Asheville area in general, then hit that subscribe button and click that little bell. Do it. Then you can be alerted every time we make new videos for you. So there you have it. A little bit of an overview of the Asheville and Hendersonville areas and how they could be a nice alternative to the blazing heat or the hurricanes or the stress. So come check it out, plan a visit, and see how it feels for you. Thanks for watching and enjoy it all. Ciao for now.